Hey everyone, Eezore here, and in this video I have some advice on getting the S+ ranking on all campaign missions for the game Assault Android Cactus. Not gonna lie, this one was a bit tough, but honestly, not the worst thing ever. If you're not one for grinding the same thing over and over, maybe pass this one up, because you're going to be doing the same mission quite a bit. I had 3 in particular that took me about 1 to 2 hours each to finish. So let's get right into this. Now first off, in order to get an S+ ranking on the mission, regardless of which one you play, you'll need to never break your chain or die once. S+ isn't just a scoring, and honestly I scored higher on some of my S rank playthroughs. If you do break your chain or die, you'll hear glass shattering. That's your cue to restart because you can't get the S+ rank anymore. This can be frustrating, but in all honesty, by the 3rd time through a stage, you'll know what to expect where, and it's just a matter of getting through the danger sections. Next up, find a favorite android. I chose Cactus. I know a lot of people prefer Starch and Holly, and honestly each mission can be done by different androids. You just really want to know how your character plays, and what to do against whom. Part of learning the android is learning how to dodge. When you swap between primary and secondary weapons, you'll have a brief moment of invulnerability. Master this. You can jump through beams, shots, and even Licorice's vorpal sword attack. It's the secret to an S+ run, and you can really just swap back and forth as long as you have cooldown in your secondary. You will need to keep killing things though in order to keep your chain up for the rank, so you can't just swap back and forth. Watch those power-ups. As you play through the stages, you'll realize you don't need to grab every battery that drops. You can skip usually every other and be fine. The power-ups stay forever though, and rotate from accelerate to shut down to firepower, and then repeat. They can be destroyed if the stage moves or changes, but for the most part, just keep them around until you need them. Personally, I used firepower way more than the other two, because it really helps out just mow everything down. Shutdown was nice to get through a particular part of the stage every once in a while, but never really mandatory, and accelerate was never really a must-have, and was usually just picked up by accident. Now that's the basics, and once you have these as second nature, you'll really blow through most of the stages with 1 or 2 deaths and maybe a missed chain here or there, so just iron those out. After your first 2 times through a stage, start planning the S+ run. Once you lose that S+ chance, just restart. You'll get really good at the first parts, then slowly make your way further into the level, and eventually you'll get it. When in doubt, pause. It stops everything, and you can see what's going on around you, so you can catch your breath and plan out a move or 2. You could play it safe and just pause, kill a couple of things, pause, plan out everything, unpause, just kind of keep going back and forth, but that's really tedious. Now, I'll go over a few of the harder stages for you and what I did to get past them. These really gave me trouble, but it might not be the same for you. First up, Zone 3-2 Transit. This one you are on a moving train, and as you progress through the stage, the camera angle changes while mines drop. There's a laser beam out of the stage that can insta-kill you, and there is one spot where the enemies are a bit slow to drop in, so your chain will almost always break. Only thing I can say about this one is to know where to stand for the mines. A corner always worked best for me. Save the bottom part of the tram for the laser part because it can hit enemies in front of you. As for the chain loss, just make sure to not aim for the big guy when he drops. Aim for the little ones instead until you get full time again. Next up, Zone 4-1 Assembly. This one wasn't the worst, but it gave me problems until I figured out what to do. The stage itself will continue to fall away and replace itself throughout the time you're on it. It can be annoying because it can spawn pillars that stop you in your tracks or block your shots. However, the workaround is that if you're on the platform, it cannot be replaced. I recommend staying on the wide open one that spawns right off the bat and only briefly step off it to grab power-ups or batteries. If it gets replaced, the pillars that show up will stop all chain progress every time. And lastly, Zone 5. All of it. This is to be expected, seeing as it's the last section. Each stage will take about 30 to 40 minutes to really get down. There is no easy way to explain it besides to master it. The worst one by far was 5-4 Collider. That one sucks so bad. The first phase was where I usually lost it, to be honest. Only thing I can really say is to master getting to Licorice, knock her out right off the bat, then keep your distance. Don't worry about every power-up or battery, just stay away. When you knock her out, she does drop her power-ups, so she becomes weaker every time, and you do get a brief couple of moments of breathing room, but it's so dangerous to even get close to her. Her attacks can really kind of take you down quick, that I would recommend, like I said, just staying away. When she dashes towards you, switch weapons, then take her out. She has just enough downtime to be knocked out by the flamer from Cactus, then run away again. Honestly, this is the only stage I went for the accelerate power-up versus the firepower, and it helped with that fight. It's hard. Like, 2 hours of restarting hard, and will make or break your S+ ranking playthrough hard. Good luck. That's about it. As I said from the beginning, this isn't as bad as I thought it would be, but since it's a skill achievement, there's no real way around it besides just getting good. If you'd rather not waste the time on it, then pass on it. It's not for everyone. Yeah, I can tell you that right now. If you're up for a challenge, then by all means, dive right into it. Hope the video helped you in some way. If it did, give a like. If you like other video game related content, that's kind of what I do, so consider subscribing. If you have any tips or tricks that help you get the S+ ranks, by all means, share them with the class in the comments below. Thank you all for watching. I've been Eezore, and until next time, keep your story going.